Hello, and welcome to this great course, the complete training program in Revit architecture. I'm so excited to have you. You see, making time out of your busy schedule and joining me in this webinar, I feel so honored to have you. But before I start, I would like to know where you're joining me from. Which city are you joining me from? Which country? Okay, I want to know you more. So let me know where you're joining me from in the chat on the side there. Okay, now I welcome you once again. You're most welcome, and then I'm so glad and excited to have you today. Now, let me move straight into it now. At the end of the webinar, you have all the information to be able to take charge of your design. Okay? Provide proper documentation and transform you and your firm into an enviable one. Our focus in this training is to drive value for you. It's value driven. So what this simply means is that any investment you put into it, okay, if you pay to take this course, by the time you finish with the training, you see that the return on investment is immediate. It's value driven, okay. It's also practical oriented. The training program in there, it is not just teaching you about some tools and how they are used. No. This is practical. Okay, you have practical exercises. Everything in there is meant to prepare you and to add value to you. Okay, and the presentation is also prepared around your convenience. So if your schedule is tight and you have a workload and you can hardly make time, what you can do is that you can have this course around your convenience. Okay, so stay to the end. After this, I'll be sharing with you some special gifts, okay? Because you've made time to join this training, I'm going to present to you. I'm going to give you a very special gifts, okay? So you wouldn't like to miss it. So stay till the end and you'll have it. But before I also move on, if you have a question, keep it coming, okay? So look at the chat on the side and then ask your question ahead of time. I'll be answering those questions. If it happens that your questions, the questions that comes in my chat are so much that I'm not able to answer, I will still reply those chats for you in your mail. Okay, so I'm so glad to have you. Yeah, so I invite you to stay glued to the end for the special gifts. Now, the course that we are going to look at is Revit architecture. And why BIM and not other technologies? Okay, so why are we talking about BIM? Why am I explaining BIM? Why am I introducing you to this program? Why BIM and not other technology? Okay, so Autodesk controls between 67 to 70% of the BIM market globally. Okay, and in my opinion, Revit is the most efficient software I have come across in my over 20 years of technology usage and over 12 years in professional coaching in Revit. Okay, I always recommend Revit because they keep improving the program, putting in advanced features that will make you stand out. Also, why Revit in particular is because, you see, aside the fact that Autodesk controls 70% of the BIM market, according to National BIM Report 2019 of the US, of a global survey which they did, you can see that 46% of professionals, okay, at that point were using Revit. You have 15% also using ArchiCAD, and then this is also another Autodesk product, and the rest of the many software that were left, they were sharing the 15%. So as I said here, Autodesk controls 70% of the BIM market globally. So now you should know that this gives you a fair idea that if you should meet 10 people, 10 professionals who are abreast with latest technology, you can get at least between 6 to 7 people or 6 to 7 projects or 6 to 7 firms using Revit program or Autodesk program. Okay, so that is why I recommend Revit to you. Anyway, my name is Abel Kujo. I'm the head of team and training of CAP Solutions LLC. It's a registered US company in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And I'm also a director of CAP Royal Limited, which is an Autodesk authorized partner. Okay, I'm a certified instructor. I'm a BIM consultant. I have a combined CAD and BIM experience of more than 20 years. Okay, and I have trained and coached professionally, okay, at the professional level for more than 12 years now. Okay, and developed career-changing solutions for professionals all over the world. Okay, including courses like Revit architecture, Revit structure, Revit MEP HVAC, Revit MEP plumbing. I also developed a course for Revit for quantity surveyors, data structure, and many other solutions, which you can find on mindcapsolutions.com. Okay, I mean www.mindcapsolutions.com. You'll find most of the courses which I have prepared there. Okay, now who can take this course? Any architect. Okay, so if you are not, I mean, if you're a CAD user, okay, if you're a CAD user and you are seeking to migrate to BIM, I can assure you that this program is the best one for you. Okay, this program is the best one for you. So any architect who is seeking to migrate from CAD to BIM, or is seeking to experiment or use a BIM software or get trained in any BIM technology, our course will be an excellent one for you. Also, if you're an engineer, I mean a civil engineer or a services engineer, okay, in the MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services. Now, the reason why this course will also be useful to you is that this time the main courses or the main source of the software which you'll be working on, whether it's structural or services, it will be from Revit. Okay, so if that is it, you should know how to use it, how to manipulate it, so that when it gets to your turn, you'll be able to link it to your respective area and then also work out on it. Also, any student pursuing architecture, drafting course, okay, any draftsmanship course, or any course in the construction industry, okay, you will need to know how to use BIM, and for that, I will recommend Revit to you. Any CAD technician, okay, or anyone who is also aspiring to be in any profession in the AEC space, I will recommend the Revit to you. And also, anyone with a goal of becoming a BIM manager, this course is specially made for you. Before I continue, I'd like to find out how you found out about this webinar. Okay, so let me know if it was from Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. on the side there. Okay, just put where you got to know of this webinar in the chat there. Okay, and I will look at that. I want to know about that. Okay, now back to the question. Okay, what does this program seek to resolve? Now, one, most professionals, they have the design power, but not the speed. What does this mean? They can design. They've learned how to design in their architectural space. They are architects. They can design. They can sketch, but they don't have the power on the speed. In other words, how long the output will be delivered. Okay, so now they have to depend on draftsmen who tell them when they should finish their work and have their works presented to their clients. Okay, and that is actually a worry, especially in situations where you don't have a technician who agrees with you or who is in line or in tune with you. That becomes a problem. So you can see that within the shortest possible time, you are able to come up with a form or the design which you want. But now when it gets to the speed, you don't have control over that. Okay, so this course seeks to clear that from there. Okay, in as much as you can design, it will also give you the speed. You have it under your control. You will control when your clients get the job. Okay, so that is the first one. The second reason is that it is not economical to be using CAD or any lesser technology for project nowadays. No. It's not economical. Let me show you one thing. This is what we call the technology compounding graph. Okay, and so if you check right from the days of old to about 1950, the drawing board was the technology which everybody was using. Okay, and if you remember, those days you have to use your stencils, you have to use your rotary pens, you have to get to use your circle plates, your French curves, adjustable set squares, and in fact, those were the technologies that were trending. Okay, and but there's this thing. So around the 70s, we have CAD being introduced. I mean, on a lower node in form of data card, which you're using coordinate and other forms. So in the early 80s, AutoCAD came up. Autodesk released the first version of AutoCAD. Right from that time up to about 2000, you have parametrizing introduced. So now you can now model with parameters, okay, with building parameters. Now it was improved around 2004 when around 2004 we had BIM also introduced on a commercial scale. Okay, and then algorithm modeling was introduced into it. Interoperability was also fused in. So this is where for your file, probably in Revit, you can send it straight into DWG. In fact, Revit and Autodesk are Revit and AutoCAD are from the same manufacturer, which is Autodesk. So the interoperability there wasn't an issue. But now when you have to link it from one company to the another company's software, it becomes an issue. So interoperability was introduced such that you can send now your work into IFC, you can send other works, like other file formats, into formats that were acceptable now. Artificial intelligence artificial intelligence was introduced into the BIM. That brought about generative design, robotic construction, Internet of Things. And then now we are getting straight into situations where we are going to have metaverse, okay, introduced into it. I'm sure between 2023 2024, it is going to explode in that area. So you see, now if you check the space, is long overdue. So now it's not the time to be using technologies that needed upgrade. Okay, so that is why I mentioned out there that it is not so much economical at this point. Okay, to be using CAD or lesser technologies for your project, unless it calls for it. Okay, unless it calls for it. Now, another reason also is that sometimes you will not have a good turnaround time. Okay, you may not have a good turnaround time because design, as an architect, you see, design takes time. Okay, because it's all about creativity. So you are coming up with your creative ability, and so sometimes you have to do a lot of sketches, show to the client, discuss it, and so now when you get the form, when you get a form and you want to now move on with it, we have little time for delays. Okay, so now if you are using other technologies other than BIM, you will not have a faster turnaround time. Okay, and so that makes you start recording delays in design projects, and then when you finish, you transfer the delay to other professionals. So for example, so let's say if you're using CAD and you finish your work, because it took you a longer time to put in 2 dimensions a 3-dimensional thought, okay, and form the 2-dimensional views like sections and views and other stuff from it. When you finish and you're giving it to the other services or like other engineering professionals to also work on it, you give it to them in the 2-dimension, and that is where the challenge comes in. Okay, so you end up transferring that same delay to them. So the drawing is done in CAD, is given to the structural engineer. The structural engineer also designs the various sections of the columns and the beams, and then when they finish, it takes you to, you pick the same plan and everything, and they give it to the mechanical, electrical, and the plumbing specialist. Now, the challenge in here is that there's no proper coordination. When they finish their works and you want to do a design review, you put them on it, and there you see that yes, it may challenge in that 2-dimensional space. But what of the depth? What of the 3rd dimension? That is where you start having a lot of problems on site. So that leads us to the number 4, which says that 30% of construction costs is due to cost override and errors in design. Okay, so this is what a research showed, that when the project is costed after the construction, you could see that 30% of that, of the cost of the project was due to cost override. So the design is done, is given to the quantity surveyor, and then there are challenges, there are issues, there are a lot of assumptions, and when you have complex designs, you have complex geometry, okay, where you want to put cost or like find the areas and volumes and other stuff to it, it becomes a challenge. Okay, so but that will be added up to it. Errors due to approximation. Okay, so maybe 2.25, the approximate to be 2.3. Okay, so this kind of 0.5, when it's multiplied over a certain area or maybe a certain value, it gains momentum, and that adds up to the cost. So bit by bit, the cost is built up from that. Okay, so all these are challenges that makes us use that makes us use BIM, and we want to resolve this. The next thing too is this: you won't be able to work effectively or in most jurisdictions if you are not BIM compliant. Okay, and sometimes you don't even attract certain partnership from other countries if you are not BIM compliant. Just forget it. You won't get it. Let me show you the level of BIM implementation in the world. So this is a chart which was picked around 2020. Okay, the year 2020, 2019, 2020. But look at something. It shows you the level of BIM implementation at that time. Okay, and if you check the countries that are marked red, those countries, it is mandatory to use BIM in projects. It's mandatory. Okay, because of its efficiency, because of the savings you tend to make. Errors are minimized. You're able to work faster. Okay, productivity is improved, and you make gain. You make gain when you use such products. So this is what I wanted you to know. So the countries marked red, okay, are countries where BIM is mandated. Now the countries that are marked green, BIM is recommended for use in projects, okay, especially for government projects. BIM is recommended for use. Now for countries that are marked yellow, there is a record of isolated initiative for BIM use. So what usually happens in such countries is that in their professional bodies, they make it a priority that if you're using BIM, you'll not be able to practice. Okay, so that puts pressure on the professionals in there, and most of the work that they will do, the output will be there like that. Now, on the countries marked white or indicated as white, there is an undocumented use of BIM. Okay, so what this means is that BIM is being used, but not in an exploded measure. Okay, not in an exploded measure. There's an undocumented use of the BIM. Okay, so what that means is that individuals may be using it, organizations may be using it, the professional bodies might have accepted it, but it is not mandatory. Okay, on all the professionals in that area. So it is undocumented. I can cite example like in Ghana, there is a huge shift from CAD to BIM. Okay, from CAD to BIM, but there is no documented use of the BIM. Okay, great. So now let's zoom into why this program was developed. But before that, do you have any question you wanted to ask? Okay, about the course or about any other thing, any big question in mind before you sign up, something like that? Just put it on the on the chat in the side there, and then I will see it. I'll get it. Okay, so keep your question coming. Okay, I'll be reading them. I'll be answering them as we move on. So let's zoom in straight to the reason why this program was built. One, this program was designed to give you back your design power and independence. Look, the fact that you have engaged people to support you with your drawing, it's not because you can't do it. Okay, it's not because you are forever dependent on them. It's because you can do it, but just you want to scale up. Okay, and so this program is designed to equip you with all the tools, so you have your independence. Okay, so that when you get into situations where you have to come up with a model, you have to come up with some design quickly, you wouldn't have to depend on anybody. You'll be able to do it. Come up with your initial model, and then you have that kind of command, you have that kind of authority to determine the pace of the work. And because you are also an ardent user of it, sometimes when you spot delay, you are able to come in and then get things fixed up. Okay, so this program is designed to give back the design power and independence to you. The next point, we also give you back the time. Okay, so sometimes we engross ourselves into our work, into our career, spend so much time in designing, and when that one is achieved, in your drawing, you are not supposed to spend much time. Do you get it? Let me give you an idea. Let me give you why I say that we'll give you back your time. Look, in Revit, you only form the model, okay, and the documentations that you have in it is prepared for an extract. So, for example, when you pick a Revit program, or when you model your structure or when you model your building, and you get the form right, what you don't need to do things like front elevation, back elevation, sections, your foundation plan, your ground floor plan, your first floor plan. Those things, no, you don't do them. You do not do them. You don't do them at all. The system does that for you. Okay, and there's a reason to that, so that errors will be minimized. We don't want to see there is this adage that to error is human. The Revit doesn't want you to come in, human being. Revit doesn't want you to come in with your errors. So you have the power to say to error is human. No. So your elevations will be down for you, your sections will be down for you. The only thing you do in the section is to annotate it. Okay? Is to do annotation, that's all. But to cut a section anywhere that you want to go, it is so easy, it is straightforward. So you see, you save a lot of time. Okay? And you can use that time for very important people in your life, like your family, okay, which is also very important. So we will increase your family time for you. After the design, the work is already done. Now, you also be able to attract current projects and partners, okay? So globally, everybody is migrating to BIM. In some European countries, in America, and a lot of the countries globally, you see, it is mandated for professionals to use BIM. So if you are in other jurisdiction and you are also very good in the use of BIM, you can attract such partnership, okay? And you can also get a lot of projects there too. You also have your return on investment, and that is immediate, okay? When you take up this course and you go through it and you master the techniques, the return on the investment is immediate, okay? You are not going to get it later on in the future. It is immediate. It is right after the program you start using it. You wouldn't need any time to master and perfect. In fact, the whole perfection system is built up in this training, so it makes it easy for you. It also makes you the fastest and the most efficient architect you could imagine. Look, you are an architect. Spend the time in the design and get a system like Revit to do the working drawings for you. Okay, we will show you all the techniques, and we'll even help you to build system that will make your work very, very easy for you, so that by the time you even finish with your model, the documentations are all prepared for extracts. Okay, we have a course we call template creation. We'll show you all that in some of our levels as we move on. The sixth point, you'll be equipped to have a fast turnaround time. Okay, so a job that can take you, let's say, 60 days, or let's say 1 month, or 2 months, or even 3 months in CAD, in Revit, it takes you about a week or two, straight up. Okay, so you'll be able to finish more projects within a specified time. Okay, so if CAD can take you about 3 months to do a job, you're able to use 2 weeks to do that same job in Revit, and that is good news. Okay, so you have fast turnaround time. That will make you improve productivity, okay, in design projects. You minimize errors, and this is what we are looking for in our projects, in our works. I always make this point that architecture is a profession, but it's also a business, okay? So it is not the practicing that excites us, but our delivery, quality delivery at the fastest possible time, okay? Because that makes the client happy. Okay, and that also makes you happy as well. The seventh one, it gives you the global appeal. Okay, so when you attend conferences, when you have projects that you have foreign counterparts coming in there, you're able to relate because you understand BIM, you understand Revit, you understand the concept of BIM, and you're able to work with that. Okay, so it gives you the global appeal. Okay, and that gives you the opportunity to be able to work, practice, or collaborate effectively with professionals in most jurisdictions globally. Okay, so if you're BIM compliant, that makes it easy for you, and you can even partner with other professionals on projects. So for us in CAP Solutions, the plan that we have in delivering this objective comes in two forms. When you go to capsolutions.com, you see that we have standalone courses, okay, which you can take and even join our community as well. And then we have the membership courses as well. What are you to expect when you pick up this course with us? What are your expectations? What are we delivering to you? Okay, what are you going to get when you enroll in this program? So let's zoom in now. 1, you will appreciate the fundamentals of the Revit architecture software by knowing the in and out of the software. We will show you everything you need to know about the program, from the fundamentals. Look, and we start from scratch. If you come in and you have some idea, what we do is that we start everything from scratch. Okay, we start everything from scratch. You start by learning the fundamentals, okay, of the software, by knowing everything about the software. Okay, then we'll show you modeling from the basics. Okay, so these are very important stuff that you will learn. You also too be able to know how to model any building you desire, from simple to complex. Okay, these are all stuff that we are going to show you. And to us, this is very key. To us, this is very critical. Look, you have a choice, and the choices are these. 1, you can learn this course the hard way through other means, scattered uncoordinated means. Okay, it will take you a longer time, and you may not even be able to model it well. Look, the essence of the Revit software is not to get working drawings. No, BIM is not a concept. BIM is the reality of the building in a virtual way. Do you get it? So the model you form will be used by other professionals. The structural engineer needs that, and using Revit structure, he'll be able to design the structural models, put everything in there, take it to another software, analyze it, and bring you back your section so that you can find out how it interferes with your spaces. So that is key. So you have to learn how to model the right way. You're not going to modeling as if all you need from it is the working drawing. That is a CAD mindset. Revit, we don't do that in Revit. Okay, so you need to be taught the right way. Okay, you need to be taught the right way. You need to be taught how to use the tools. You need to, because the other professionals, as I said, are going to use it as well. We are not only going to teach you the fundamentals, but also going to show you how to model any building you desire, from simple to complex structure. Okay, so that will be at the intermediate level. You also master annotations and documentations in Revit, which will enable you to put together any standard working drawings. Look, this is so dear to my heart. A lot of people, a lot of Revit users, the sad thing about it is that when they model their work, they move everything to CAD and go and assign layers and line weights. All these things are in Revit. Because Revit also has bidirectional property, they also believe that probably if you rotate your building according to maybe the orientation of your site plan or the orientation of your site, the elevations will be distorted. There is a way it is done. Do you get it? So if you do your work in Revit and you continue in AutoCAD, any bit of it in AutoCAD, you don't know Revit. You've not mastered it. You have to learn it the right way. That is one thing that you must take note of. Okay? So it's very, very key. It is very, very important that you know how to do documentation. Documentation is key. You must know how to assign line weights onto your work. You must know presentation is very important. You must know how sheets are created. You must know how septic tank designs are brought into. You must know how block plan is done. You must know how views are prepared and placed on sheets. You must have a general idea on how to document. Is very, very important. And these are among some of the things that you are also going to learn extensively in our program. We also show you how to use design options. This is a very important tool that a lot of people don't know how to use. You can create multiple design options, okay, and present that to the client in the same model that you've done. Okay, so you will learn about that. And we'll also show you, some presentation skills as well. You have the control of your you have control over your topo surface, okay, about the terrain. If your site is not flat and then it has some undulation, you'll be able to model it there, okay, because the topo surface feature of Revit is like you are able to, one is able to manipulate it, okay, to get the required service that you have. Also, if the land surveyor, okay, if the surveyor moves to the site and pick spot height, okay, telling you the various elevations on your site, you will be able to do that as well. You'll be able to transfer that or incorporate that into the topo surface, and the topo surface will pick up the surface exactly as it is per the point that the surveyor took. Okay. You also learn how to team up with external and internal team members. We call that collaboration. Okay. So one model, and it will have to be used by so the architect designed the model and it will be used by the structural engineer. The BIM manager will be there to coordinate all those stuff. The architect uses it, the mechanical engineer uses it. You have the cost estimator. Okay, you have the building owner who also is interested in knowing what is in there. But these features are for the BIM 360. But this ones, you can have all these ones in Revit. Okay, so we also show you how to do collaboration, how to do work sharing, okay, how to team up with internal and external team members. Now, this design looks so nice to you. It's a conceptual design. There's a feature in the Revit software called conceptual masses, okay, and in that side you use masses to create forms, and then we'll also show you all you need to know about masses and how to develop complex and twisted models in Revit, and how to convert this standard models into standard projects. Okay, so when you form the models like this, how are you going to get the various floor plans from it? We'll show you how to get that based on your level. You see, Revit is a big technology and it is the most widely used. Okay, so enroll in it now. Now, when you go to www.mycapsolutions.com, you have the courses there or the various solutions that you can use or you can enroll in, and you can have everything that you need. You also have packages in the membership. But there's one thing, take note of this for me. I'll be giving you a special offer because you've stayed on up to this point. I'm going to give you a special offer. Okay, we're going to give you a special offer, a special discount, and you can see it in the chat on the side there. Okay, hello, great. So this is how we seek to deliver this great program which we want to give to everybody. Okay, we've used it, we've practiced it, we've helped a lot of people, we've helped thousands of people. All over the world to get this great insight. Look, and the resource is fantastic. Okay, and so I believe you can also take the full advantage of it. And as we said earlier, these ones you can pick up any of the forms, whether it is as a standalone course, or a solution you can pick, or through the membership. Okay, so let me take you through our site so you see how the membership is. Okay, so this is a typical membership page. Okay, but what happens is that when you go to the CAP solutions straight away, when you click on the link which I have posted there on the site message, the message tag, just check it there. You see the link to the site. It takes you straight away to this page. So this is our home page for CAP Solutions. Okay, it welcomes you to greatness. Now, down here, you can view all the courses which are available. Okay, so the courses that we have, they are all here. As you move in, you can view more of the courses and you can see all of them. We've categorized them as well. So we have architecture, electrical engineering, you have mechanical, plumbing specialist, you have quantity surveying, you have structural engineering. So what we have here, when we go to architecture, we can see the courses we have here. Okay, so we have the membership courses. We have the Revit architecture, the silver membership, we have the gold membership, we have the diamond membership. Okay, So for the gold membership, you're going to have access to, for the gold membership, you're going to have access to multiple courses. Okay, you're going to have access to multiple courses. So let me click on that and show you something quickly. So when you click here to enroll, it takes you to the checkout page straight away, and then you can take the full advantage. But what happens in the bundle is that for the membership, you can pick it, you pick multiple courses. So you have a course on Revit essential modeling, you have that of intermediate modeling and documentation. You also have that of advanced tools in Revit. Okay, and all these things are what you're gonna get. In addition to any of the members that you pick, you're going to have access to community. Definitely, there's going to be certification given to you. There are competition and rewards also in there. That one cuts across for all the levels or the membership package you pick. When you pick that of the gold membership, there's more. You will have the opportunity to, aside the community, you have the opportunity to have a coaching session. Okay, coaching session. You also have opportunity to do like their event programs. There's periods for question and answers. Okay, where you can ask questions directly to your facilitator or your instructor or your coach, and then he'll be able to assist you. The community is also there, where you have access to a lot of professionals who will be assisting you. In case you need an assistance, in case you are stuck somewhere, you just put it in, and you have a lot of people waiting and ready to support you. Okay, so it is great. It's a great time. But this is the gift that I have for you. So starting from this point, if you, I'm going to give you a fast track enrollment. If you make a decision now, within the next 15 minutes, what is going to happen is that aside the costs that you see here, let me push it up to, because it's international in nature, let me select the country. So here you can pick whatever you want it to be. So you see you have multiple courses here. We have reduced the courses, okay, because of the end of the year program, but we've really reduced the cost. We have here $70, $100, we have $150 for these courses. We have reduced it, and aside all these things, you are picking it up. Let me move this to a currency that is common so you can see. So it is $150, almost about $170 when you put all the three together. But we are giving you a discount. So you pay $120 instead of the $170 by adding those three courses that are in. And don't forget, it's not only the courses that you are picking, but the opportunity to meet the instructor at scheduled periods. Okay, for question and answer sessions, for event sessions where we bring in industry players. Okay, so in that case, you are paying $150, which means almost $50 off from what you are picking. Aside that, if you make your decision now, okay, you can see in the chart there on the side, where for that one too, we're also going to give you $20 for making that decision now. Okay, if you choose a silver membership, you're going to give you $20 off. If you choose the diamond membership, you're going to give you $20 off. So you'll be paying $120 instead of $150. And when you pick that, you see that there are several courses in there to your advantage. So the $20, in addition to the $50 we have reduced, you are getting that one now. Okay, when you enroll within the next 15 minutes. You see the code there in the chat. We'll be giving you that coupon code as you enroll. Just assign that coupon code to it, and then you will have that $20. Whatever it is in your currency, the amount, whatever the amount is in your currency, you're going to have it working out for you. When you come down here to, you're also going to have the main course or the main courses which you can pick. These are the standalone courses. So if you pick the Revit Architecture program from novice to expert, this one picks you straight away, and you go through all the courses, all the chapters. You have access to the community, okay, and that one too is also there for you for your advantage. So take advantage of that. These are the essential part, okay, the fundamentals. That is also going for $60. However, it is converted into your currency. When you come down here, you can choose the country you are in and the currency. If you are having difficulty, you're not seeing your country here, don't worry, just push the US dollars and you can make the payment with your Visa card or your PayPal account or your Stripe, and then you will have your full course straight away. So you do it now, okay? You can enroll now and take advantage fully of it. When you come in there, we'll give you access to a lot of things. You're going to have free, like a lot of families in there that you can use, okay? Material libraries which you can use, and so many things that we have packaged for you, okay? So let me see you in, and then take advantage of the opportunity to get almost $70 off, okay? So because when you go in there and you take the individual courses, you see it's about $170, but you are paying $120 for the gold membership, okay? And I recommend the gold membership because of your opportunity to have the question and answer session straight away with the instructor once every week, and you also have opportunity to and then in the diamond membership you have what we call the VIP community. You also have a coaching period. So then there are coaching periods where the facilitator will take you through the courses bit by bit to coach you, to mentor you till you are built to where you where you want to be. So thank you so much for passing through. Thank you so much for making it possible to join us now in this program, and I'm so excited to have you. And let me see you in the course, okay? Let me see you in the course. I'll be there to see you through all these. Thank you so much for your time. And as I said, make sure you get it sorted out. Make sure you enroll in and get the full benefit. So when you get to our site and you want to chat us, want to chat Cap Solutions, please do that. Just click on the WhatsApp chat, and you'll be able to chat us freely and get any information that you want. Okay, so this is the site, mindcapsolutions.com, mindcapsolutions.com, mindcapsolutions.com. If you have any questions, please keep it coming. Okay, please keep it coming. Put it in the chat there. Share your feedback with us. Did you enjoy the webinar? Whatever your option or your answer that you want to put it in the chat there for us, and we'll be able to work on it. If you have more messages, please put it there. We will return all your message as soon as possible. Thank you so much.